Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. I don't know about y'all. I don't know if y'all are ready. I'm ready. I'm trying to get my computer up so that, which of course my computer is practically dead, which means that at some point, luckily, we're going to have Randall where you're going to see him and not me. And then I can kind of, run lickety split to my room and get my charger for my computer. Because unfortunately, it is so difficult on my phone. I go live on my phone just because I can put it in the little holder thing. And for whatever reason, it does so much better. Oh, what is this? It does so much better than my computer for some reason. And my computer, it's not a, old computer-ish. But I want to be able to say hello to everybody. So I'm trying to get with what battery that my computer has so that I can get to live chat and say hello to everybody before we bring on Randall. And of course, Carra, she's finishing up her live. Oh gosh. Okay, y'all, look, I went and put on makeup because I didn't want to scare everybody. So I'm messing with my hair more than I should. Although this hair is fixing to get cut off, y'all. I'm fixing to, because right now it's super long. I'm fixing to do some trim. I'm thinking. Okay, so I want to try to go up in the chat and say hello to everybody first. So first off, as always, we have Lee, who has set up a wonderful table for us. He takes out the trash, recycles, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some white, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Mystery of Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit that like button on the way to your seat. And he has also put out a specialty tray for the Draglings of cookies and cupcakes. So he has made sure to make sure that the Draglings are all taken care of and happy. So hello, Erin. Hey, Kim. Hey, Bella the Beast. Hey, Robin. How are you? Hello, Victoria. Hello, Diamonds and Dragonflies. How are you? Hey, Deborah. I know, I'm so excited too. Hello, John and Linda from Portland, Oregon. Hello, Sarah Ann. How are you? Hello, Lisa. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Christine and Christy and Kate from Tennessee. Hello, Meredith and Brenda and Turtle Joy. I know I always love all of the Spangler events that we do, so I'm always happy to work on a Spangler. Hello, Karen and Tala. Subel, how are you, girl? Katie, Jana, how are you? Hello, Auntie Dawn. Hello, Kendall. Linda, look, see, I did a little thing. I saw Linda and Kendall, and I said, yeah, okay, sorry, mouth happens to me. Hello, Bonnie and Lauren and Shelly. Hello, Susan from Surprise, Arizona. I want to go to Surprise, Arizona. Oh, yay, she's going to be joining for the coloring again. That is awesome. She did such a good job last time. Hello, Gail and Becky and Heidi and Sarah and Sherilyn, Jennifer. Hello, Matt. Katie, Dana, I lost where I was. Dana and Tammy. I know, right? Haven't talked to you in a few minutes. Hello, Jen, Nancy, Leah, Marilyn Loves Diamonds. Oh, you're going to start your very first Dragling. You will not regret it. I guarantee you it won't be your last because they're so much fun to do. Hello, Crafteritas. Hello, Muttnut, Michelle. Let's see. Diane, Carolyn, Monica, Sue. Hello, Sue. Hello, the Bird Games. How are you? Let's see. Oh, yay, Laura, your first live with me. Well, I hope you enjoy it here. It's not always as exciting because I don't always have Randall, except when we do the Randall events, which I'm super excited for having. Let's see. Hello, Julie. Hello, Diamonds Around the World. Liz. Brandy. Hey, there's another Brandy. You just spell yours a little differently than me. And Crystal. Okay, I've gotten down to everybody. So, hello, Dana Sparkle. How are you? We have Randall. And so we're going to bring him on. And then my bestie, I haven't seen her pop up in the guest spot yet, but as soon as she does, I'm going to get her on here. Hello, Kathy. So that we can get ready. This is our kickoff event. So real quick, before I bring on Randal, I do have a little bit later on in the live, I am going to be doing a giveaway of a canvas, and y'all, it's a canvas I don't even have, and you can't get it anymore because if I'm correct, it is archived. And so I'm giving away the canvas specifically. I'm really hoping it'll be for someone who doesn't have a Randal Spangler and would like to participate in the event. And so I do have that. So hello, Heidi. Oh, it's your first Spangler event too. Yay. Okay, so let me bring on Randal. Oh, and Kara's here. Yay. Hey, look, I just hit the guest thingy and Kara's here too. Get me my bestie.
Hello. Hello, everyone. It's July again. I can't believe we are back already.
I know.
I'm excited. And nice and hot summertime weather. Got sunshine still going on by the November event. It's usually dark by now. So I'm excited about that. And what we want to do is just everyone be creative. Get your diamond paintings, get your specialty diamonds, get your coloring books, your cross stitch, whatever, or your sketch pad. And just it's fun when a group of creative people get together and just kind of work on their own pieces. I like that.
I always love, now see, the danger of seeing what everybody is doing is if it's one that I haven't started yet, it makes me want to go start it. Or if it's one that somehow I don't possess, makes me want to go searching for it. And that becomes dangerous because as Carra said in her live, you know, sometimes you just keep stacking and stacking and well, I want them all, dagnabbit.
Well, as you know, those that have watched before, a lot of the pieces that I've worked on these events end up being diamond paintings and cross-stitch designs. So I've got a couple pieces here I'm going to work on this event. And basically, this is going to be a try to finish off some projects that I've been started and been putting off. So that's kind of what I'm going to do this time. And this is always a good motivation for me to sit down and get work done because I get distracted real easy. I think I have a short attention span sometimes. So anyway, and welcome. I noticed on Facebook quite a few new people saying they're going to be here for the event. And that's wonderful to have you. And I will, for the new people and for those that might have forgotten, even though I do this every time.
Here, let me put you in the main layout so that we can see what you're doing.
Okay. Just showing off my books. Draglings Bedtime Story Book, Draglings ABC book. Every page illustrated with my Draglings illustrations, and the counting book, numbers 1 through 12. And the 2 coloring books. I'm still working on number 3. Anyway, lots of, I think 40 different coloring pages. All of these are available through my website, either a link to Amazon for the coloring books or the hardback books I sell directly. And I do sign all the hardback books because they come directly from my own stock. The coloring books from Amazon, I don't access them to actually sign them before you get them. But anyway, that's all available on my website, plus my art, lots of prints, lots of frame prints, all kinds of things.
And I am super excited. Okay, I'm going to put us all back on for just a second. So I'm actually super excited because we've got the sponsorship form up, and I do want to go ahead and say that I'm very grateful for and I think there's still some people wanting to sponsor some things, but we have some pretty great things. DAC is sponsoring us again. As always, we are very grateful to DAC for donating $50 gift cards for the event. We also have a few people who are donating. I was trying to pull it. You know how like when you're trying to look for something and you're like, where'd it go? I know there's one person who is asking to be anonymous, and that is perfectly okay. But this anonymous person, this is going to have to be a grand prize because I don't even think y'all are ready for this. The anonymous benefactor is donating $100 gift card to DAC.
Wow.
Woo-woo!
$100 gift card to DAC.
Oh my gosh.
Right? I'm
Thank
like,
you.
man, why can't I participate? But we also have Craspirations is sponsoring us again. So we're going to be having a $15 gift card to her shop every week. And then she also is doing a grand prize bundle that has cover minder, trinket tray, hand turned pen, keychain, and 2 packs of putty and wax. And then we also have another company. Now, I know she said gift cards. I don't know how much or how many of those yet. And then we also had Rochelle, so sweet, Rochelle Van. She is going to actually be donating. She sent me a message today that she is going to donate some of your, I think she's already purchased them. I think she might have even already stopped by because
She
she
did.
lives so close to you.
She does. She lives a few blocks away. She was one of the grand prize winners 2 or 3 years ago. That's where I met her.
I'm telling you, I'm so jealous. I am
Was it Sunday afternoon? Yesterday afternoon, she stopped by and picked up some pieces to donate. And hello, Rochelle.
Yes, it's so sweet of her.
I keep talking to Brandy and threatening. I said, you know what? One December, I'm going to pick you up and we're going to go on a road trip and we are going to crash Randal Spangler's open house.
I wish you would.
We're going to show up and go, surprise. We're
here. Yes, you could come up to the open house and then we'll go out to eat and it'd be a great time.
We got to do that, Carra. We got to do that.
No, that will be another besties road trip. We got to do it.
Do you like Kansas City barbecue?
Yes.
I like barbecue of any kind.
One of the best places is just a few blocks from me.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, that would be awesome. All right, it's a plan.
I am in. I'm from Texas, so we like barbecue all over the place.
Oh, yes,
we're good.
Yes.
I'm Southern. We love our barbecue.
Yes.
So Rochelle, she actually got 2 each of his coloring books and a framed print of Cooking by Candlelight. Yeah. So, I mean,
nice.
And the coloring books that she is offering are signed. I signed all these pieces that she's giving away are signed.
Nice.
So you see, and I'm pretty sure we will probably have some additional people that are donating. And if we do, we will let you know so that we can let you guys know, because we also are going to be making sure some of these places that have shops are offering also discounts to their shop during the event. You know, save you money.
Yes.
Yep. That's awesome. Yay.
So you might want
to look into.
I thought I'd just go ahead and show you what I'm going to be working on tonight. I've got 2 pieces here. I think this one's right in front of me, so I'm going to grab it. If you remember at the very beginning of the last, the very end of the last event, when I was finishing off the first responders piece, I just had started another piece, a Thanksgiving piece.
Ooh, oh my gosh, I love it. Oh.
So I am going to be working on that.
I love it.
The other piece that I will probably be working on is the Halloween piece I started a year ago, and it is sitting here needing a huge amount of work still. So,
Oh, it's so
motivation.
exciting. There's a lot of people that are saying hello to you, Randall, and
Hello.
saying this is their first Spangler event. Once again, hopefully it will not be y'all's last one, because I'm telling y'all, it's so much fun. And I know I kid Randall when I say this, but I truly mean it. When we watch Randall draw and paint, he has such a soothing voice, and you see what he's doing, and he just, it just reminds me of that Bob Ross-esque, you get to feel like you're in there, and that he is such an amazing
Bob
artist.
Ross without the hair.
Yeah.
I
I
do
always
not have-
I always say it's my Randall Spangler spa time.
Okay. I will. I'm going to turn my camera around, and so I can face the painting here, and I'm going to get drawing here.
Yay!
Ooh, that is so exciting.
Been a couple months. Do I remember how to do it? I say this. I say this
Something
every
tells
time.
me you will. Something tells me you will.
I'm getting the hang of it, but I don't practice this when we're not doing the event. Now, see those? There's my curtains in front of the window, and I'm going to turn this around and try to make it
sideways.
I had to get a new phone holder.
There's sideways. Good. You've got this. You've got this.
The last episode, last time, I broke my phone holder, so I had to go out and get a new one with a flexible arm. And okay, I think the problem was I was putting my phone with the big thick case on it in the phone holder, and it was just a little too much thickness there.
Well, Randall, don't feel bad, because Marlon, who has filmed every single one of my videos, my last video, he broke the entire handle off of the tripod.
Oh,
Broke
no.
it off.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
So don't feel bad. You're not the only one.
That's right. I feel like Marlon, you got to hold the whole phone and everything.
Yep.
I feel struggling to get this in a good position here. And
oh my gosh, they just look so cute.
The lighting is so right there. And I remember last time, because I had started this, and I get suggestions from people, and someone had suggested I put the little mouse in, which I added him right in here.
Oh, cute.
And then I believe somebody suggested I put a little bird in too. So it's a little bird right here.
I love it.
Peeking in. So anyway, I'm going to grab some pencils, and I will kind of talk about what I'm doing and such as we go.
And like
along.
you said, guys, if y'all don't realize, a lot of times that when Randall works on these paintings during the event, sometimes he'll ask for suggestions and stuff. And so it's really cool that when it does become a diamond painting, to have a painting that, you were in the live and you might have even made some of the suggestions that he actually did to the canvas. And that is just, I love that.
Oh, yes.
Very special.
It does help. So for those that have not watched this before, I like to work on this brown paper. It's called museum board, 100% rag paper. I just like the brown tone rather than white paper, and I feel like I just have to cover up all the white. So it's I've just drawn on brown paper for so many years, 40 some years probably. I've just gotten kind of used to it. I've got a kind of weird angle here. I wonder if I can get up on top of the picture a little more. And then what I do is I sketch the image out in pencil, regular pencil, and you'll probably be able to see pencil lines like up here where the bird is. You can kind of see the pencil lines here. And then I take transparent watercolor and put in base colors, kind of like what I've done in the leaves in the background here. So I'm kind of just starting to put in some color, some fall leaves, and I will be putting some more. A little bit of a vine winding around the whatever that part is of the cornucopia and places, and then Prismacolor pencils on top of the watercolor, layers and layers, and then sometimes watercolor back on top of the color pencils, just to get my colors nice and intense. I hope this is working okay. And if you feel like you're not seeing something or I'm drawing off of the picture, tell me, because it's so difficult to work on it and draw and then look at the phone and see where my hand is.
Well, so far we can definitely see both draglings and we see most of the cornucopia. You've got actually pretty good angle there for us.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've been doing still a little bit of flower planting because I put out so many flowers in pots, and occasionally one of them or so doesn't make it. I don't know what happens to one, or and then so I'm replacing them. So I've been digging in dirt a little bit. So I try to get it all off of my hands before this, but
The detail in that cornucopia is unbelievable.
oh,
I know. It's amazing. I mean, you could I feel like it's just right in front of us.
Amazing.
Well, I'm really trying to get some depth going on back in here. And so some of the things I'm putting in, of course, here's pumpkin, a pear, apple, garlic, of course, chocolate chip cookies, squash, gourds. I thought this would be more of a kind of a lettuce thing, I think, was with kind of the squiggly leaves. And up here, I'm kind of thinking of Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Here's like a walnut down here. Grapes, of course, chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Got to have the chocolate.
I think this is going to be a type of a gourd here because I don't especially want to put another piece of garlic right across from it.
I thought it might be an artichoke.
Well, I've got an artichoke right here behind it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right there. Okay.
Yep.
And then some wheat stalks here to give that kind of fall feel to it all. So that's kind of where we're at. So right now what I'm doing is I've got my electric pencil sharpener right here so I can keep my pencils nice and sharp. And I've got my black pencil here, and I'm going to start working on the eyes so they really start to pop. So if anyone has questions, why send them in. And
yes.
Someone said, Sue said a sweet potato.
Sweet potato. See, I didn't even think of putting sweet potatoes in. Interesting. See, I've got one object right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted a reddish tone, and as I explained other times, but this is kind of more for people that haven't watched a lot of these lives. I like to put contrasting colors next to each other. You've got the green dragon. I like to put reds and contrasting colors as far as reds, oranges, yellows, something right behind their head. It just kind of makes them pop out from the background more, rather than like put a green artichoke right behind a green dragon. His head kind of disappears into the artichoke. So that's kind of why I choose things here. And this, I had thought about maybe something like a pomegranate.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Love pomegranate.
I know. And, pomegranate is something that I have rarely, I don't know if I've actually eaten an actual pomegranate. I've had pomegranate juice.
Someone suggests, what about a little piece? Laura suggests, what about a little piece of the cheese for the mouse?
Oh, that that would have been a good idea. I stuck a grape in his hand because I didn't think of the cheese. But that doesn't mean I couldn't put a little piece of cheese laying down here. Just a little wedge of cheese for him. That's actually
that would be
a very good idea.
Little treat.
Yeah.
Little treat for the mouse.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the one thing I like about the gourds is that it's so cool, the different shapes and color variations that they get.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, this one over here, as you can see, I've got the little lumps on it and going from brown tones and blending into green tones. This one, I thought about this being a gourd too.
Someone also suggested an onion.
Oh, an onion would be good too. Ooh, that's a thought too. Okay. Yeah, there's so.
Yeah, I thought that was Lee. Lee said onion.
Okay. I kind of have an issue with the onions don't like me real well, so I don't eat much onion. So therefore, I didn't really think about it, even though I love onions, but I just don't eat many of them. So anyway, I'm kind of jumping around now. See, I'm trying to get this dragling is going to be looking a little more towards this one, and then this one's going to be looking down here at the mouse. So
See, I always love when you do the eyes because they're life. They've got little life.
They do. They just kind of bring the whole character alive. Yes. Yes.
I think we saw, I think it might have been one of your paintings in the voting. Did you do a painting with a house and some dogs and cats on the outside of it?
Yes, out front. Called Welcome
Okay,
Home.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm like, am I crazy? Have I lost my
Mhm.
mind?
No, actually, I did that piece for a humane society in Columbia, Missouri. Did prints of it, and they sold prints of it for a benefit for the.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So, guys, on your voting, if you did not realize that that is a Spangler, that is a Spangler, the one with the house and the ladies coming out the house, and there's dogs and cats on the front, kind of looking in at the house.
Yeah, I've done quite a bit of artwork that is not Draglings. If you go back, if you actually go through my website, you'll see quite a bit of it. But as I've said before, I've been doing this for 40 some years, and I have done hundreds of pieces of artwork. So there are a lot of different things out there too.
Yeah, I had someone say, someone had asked, you know, since the name of this event is Draglings and Books, does it have to have Draglings and Books in it? And I said, no, it just has to be a licensed Randal Spangler. It could be one of the cat ones. There's the dog bookshelf. There's Coral Castle. There's the houses, you know. So nope, you can have, it just has to be a licensed Randal Spangler.
Yes, yes, yes. So this guy, this is Dewey. So Dagmar's sitting here. Here's Dewey. And right at the moment, I don't know that you can tell. Dagmar, oops, no, I got it backwards.
Yeah, I was
I
to say, because we got
feel
four.
yeah. Actually, I think since Dewey, the pilgrim hat really goes with the little boy, I think I'm going to add another little ball on the end of the tail and turn this into Dewey. And this will be Dagmar over here.
Someone had asked if Dagmar was going to have a little bonnet, you know, like he's got the pilgrim hat. Is Dagmar going to have a little bonnet?
That's a good thought. I need to look up the little bonnets because I do recall when you used to see like the little pilgrim Thanksgiving decorations and stuff that the ladies would
Got a
have
bonnet.
a little bonnet. Yeah,
Mhm.
I should
Carra
look.
knows all about that because she used to work at Williamsburg, and didn't they have to dress in stuff all the time?
Yeah, but that wasn't necessarily the pilgrims, but yes. Yes, they had to dress, and we had to dress in colonial things, but we did not dress in bonnets per se. We dressed in like Martha Washington, the little gathered little hat. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So
They were
that's
not.
kind
They
of
were not
after the.
attractive. Let's put it that way. Not attractive whatsoever to a teenager. Colonial Williamsburg dancing. I was like, we have to wear these. Yes. I'm like, oh, great, so fun.
I did
So
go there.
then that's like after the pilgrim time. Then I'm assuming.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
it
so.
would have been if it was
Yeah.
George Washington. Yes.
See, I'm not a that's why I teach math and science, people, because I am not a history person.
So speaking of Williamsburg, as I've mentioned many times, my new addiction, or new for the last 5 years, is estate sales. So about 2 weeks ago, I went to an estate sale and I saw a wonderful little pewter teapot. It was on the last day of the sale, just sitting up on a shelf with a wonderful little wooden handle. And I pulled it off the shelf, opened it up, still had all the paperwork. It was an official reproduction of a Williamsburg pewter teapot from Williamsburg.
Nice. I love the Williamsburg pewter. So pretty.
Yes. And and it was like $10. And I thought, oh, I gotta have this. And I went home and looked it up and could not believe what they sell the stuff for.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it can make your mouth go, what?
Yeah. Well, I'll have to tell my estate sale story. Just a couple days ago, I went to an estate sale, and this is an art production thing, I came across this little cutter, and it kind of looked like a paper cutter or something different, but it was different than the usual paper cutter with the big arm on it. It was a paper chopper where it brings a blade down and you could chop a stack of paper about 1.5 inches high.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's actually used in probably for cutting down business cards that small printers print and such like that. And I thought, boy, I could use that for cutting out my bookmarks, because I usually have to take them to a commercial printer, and they use the big version of this to cut bookmarks out. And I looked at the thing, and it was like, well, it was $14. I got to have this. And again, I brought it home. I looked it up online. These things sell for almost $1,500.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh. But then again, most people didn't know what it was, and most people would have no use for it. But anyway, that's kind of the exciting thing about going to estate sales.
Well,
It's a
yeah, you never know what
fun
you're going to get. Do you remember that show a long time ago that they used to have? It was like Antique Road Show or something like that.
Absolutely. Yes, they still
And
have.
people, oh,
Yeah,
do
they
they?
still have
People
it.
oh, do they? People are
Mhm.
like, this is where I have this. I think it's probably useless. I'm thinking of getting rid of it. And they're like, oh, you might not want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. You never know. So anyway, so as you notice when I'm doing this, I am kind of jumping. I've jumped from their eyes. I jumped to the head. Now I'm all of a sudden over here to the chocolate bars. That's kind of the way I work. I just kind of move back and forth and move all over. I guess that's my little bit of dyslexia or something here. It's hard to focus on one thing, but I do get it all finished in the long run. So I'm going to go back to the eyes. My dragons have nice blue eyes. I like blue eyes.
And of course, all of us went nuts and sold out your latest painting that came out that we all had to have.
Oh yes, the
Me included had to have it.
Lorenz.
Draglings and the birds I did with Richard, Lorenz,
Yep.
and or Rick. And I don't know if he is officially called Rick or Richard, but anyway, same guy.
To you, he's Rick.
Amazing. Yeah,
To us, he's Richard.
Amazing artist, absolutely incredible. And Tina, oh my gosh, Rick and Tina, they are quite a fun couple, and both of them are incredibly talented. I just look at them and go, oh my gosh, if I could just do what they do.
Well, I tell you, I think that was a really cool thing to have the collab between you two. His painting with your draglings and yours with his bird. Like it's so awesome.
You just never know about
People loved it. They
Oh, yeah.
loved
we haven't discussed anything, but it things like that could happen again. You never know.
it. Yeah.
I'm not making any statements about it, but
Yeah, a lot of people got both because you got one need the other.
yes, I just
Hey,
love this.
chicken nuggies! I am having a good summer. I think. Other than from my understanding, I feel bad for the people in the north that are not used to hot weather because I think Texas and Florida's weather has decided to go sightseeing and visiting other states.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's always a lot of time. Our weather here's not been too bad. We've been getting into the 90s, and then some humidity some days. That's always the worst of it. It's the humidity that kills you.
Yes. Well, there's a lady from Arizona that was 115 today.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, 115.
I mean, it's warm here, but we're not even. The thing about Florida, I don't know about Texas there, Carra, but here in Florida, we're still we're in our 90s, but we're just preheating. We haven't hit.
Yeah.
We haven't hit our heat yet.
No, we have not. Not here either. August and September are the worst.
Oh, I agree.
And when people in the north are laughing at us Southerners in the winter going, oh my God, that's so cold. That's so cold. I'm like, remember, our summer is your winter.
Oh my goodness, 107 in Vegas. Oh no.
Yep.
See? Yep.
Vegas always gets hot though. It's always hot in Vegas.
It does. It does, yeah.
It's hotter in Vegas than it does here.
The only difference I think sometimes with some of the places that have heat, it's super hot, but the humidity is not quite. Like sometimes you get in the car here and I feel like I'm swimming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can't breathe. You can't. It's so heavy. The air is so heavy. You can hardly. I mean, it's like, ugh. People. I used to get up in the morning and go walking. Even before the sun came up, and it was cooler, but the humidity was so bad. It was just hard.
I can't tell you the sheer number of times when school starts back, because August, that's when we have our top heat. And before I will leave to go home, I will open my car door and just stand outside for a little bit, hoping for some air circulation, something.
And if you wear glasses, they totally steam up when you go from inside to outside. I mean, it's crazy.
You can't see anything. That's me. I have to have glasses when I drive. So I'm always like, I need little windshield wipers to go deep, 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 deep.
Yes, yes.
And if you were thinking you were having a good hair day, nope. You are having a terrible hair day. It is not nice and flat. You can flatten it out with your nice flat iron and go outside, and it is absolutely Frizz City.
Or see, Carra, you could have my hair where I try to get curls because I have such flat hair. And then I work all that time to get some curls and go outside, and it's like, oh, well, why did I even bother? Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do next, you see I've been doing the really fine pointed pencils, doing just little sharp details around the eyes. I am going to take my watercolor here, go to an opaque white, and just pop a couple little highlights in the eyes there, just for the fun of it.
That's always probably one of my favorite parts, when you put the highlights in the eyes to give them that little sparkle.
Picking up little pieces of glass here on my table with all my stuff. For some reason, the light bulb in the lamp right above my pencils and paints exploded.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Are you okay?
Well, I wasn't in the room when it happened. I just came and thought, well, what is this glass all over everything? So I thought I picked it up, but I keep finding little pieces laying around. So I pick them up and throw them out here. So I have no idea what caused that. So there we go. Just a little bit of highlight there. It just kind of makes the eye come alive when you do that.
Oh, wait, 106 in Chicago? I didn't think Chicago could get that hot.
Now that's surprising. Absolutely, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Kim said she remembers the older folks used to call hot, humid weather sultry.
Yes.
Sultry, that's a good word. Yes, I remember that word. Okay. So I did say I was going to add a little ring. I'm going to go back here to now Dewey's tail, and I'm going to add a little ring behind him. And fortunately, the thing I have behind him is brown tone, so this is going to be very easy. Because Dewey has the 5 little balls on the end of the tail, and when this is done, he'll have 5 little warts on his cheek. And Dagmar will have 4 little warts and 4 little balls on the end of her tail, except her tail's not showing. So,
hey, Rochelle's here. Rochelle, we told them all about your prizes that you're donating, and we're all jealous that you got to go pick them up personally from Randal.
Yeah. Just heading over to Randall's to pick up a few things.
she surprised me because she told me exactly when she was coming, and I knew it, and I kept saying all for a couple of days ahead, Sunday 3:30, be there. And then when Sunday at 3:30 came around, she was calling me going, I'm outside your front door. Do you know where I'm coming? And I said, I totally forgot by that afternoon. So, but it was wonderful to see her again. Yes.
That is just awesome. See, I guess it looks like it was like that part of the tail was just always there. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's how they get there in the beginning. They just draw them in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you can see the eyes are starting to pop out a little more. and I just do so many little things. It's not real exciting what I'm doing, but you can just kind of see how things are becoming more defined and a little sharper, and it makes them just pop out a little more. Now I've got my dark green pencil, and I just kind of like, I kind of, in a way, outlining things just a little bit, kind of separating things, the dragon from the background colors and such.
Someone was asking, did you have an idea of what you're going to do in the background yet?
Well, generally, when I started the cornucopia, one of the first things I did is I just went online and looked up pictures of cornucopias and saw the different types of baskets and different materials. Each of them had different vegetables and fruits and things coming out of them. Some had leaves behind them, some just had dark backgrounds. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have some vines, some fall leaves. But I think as I get up in some of these areas beyond that, I'm going to go to a very dark brown tone.
Oh, okay.
In areas back there to kind of give it more depth back behind the cornucopia.
Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't know if you were going to do it like on a table or like set outside.
Well, you know, the surface down here, I haven't quite figured that out. I'm kind of thinking I might just kind of give it more of an outdoor feel instead of trying to put a tabletop in here across this bottom. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll just kind of have some leaves poking out here and there and such, or indicated across the bottom here. There won't be much down here below the all the food. So, you know, those things kind of come as I'm working on a piece.
That's pretty cool. And of course, this will be a perfect piece if you don't have turkey for Thanksgiving, or if you do, to pair it with it.
Well, yes, this is actually only my second Thanksgiving piece I've done. And I will say this was suggested to me by the artist liaison at Diamond Art Club. I was talking to her about a Thanksgiving piece, and she said, well, how about cornucopia? You know, and my Draglings love food so much. It just kind of struck a chord with me, and that is where this is coming from.
That's just like a perfect little pairing right there.
I just love that so much. I just, oh.
Yeah, someone said that before they came on, they were having breakfast for dinner, but their breakfast were chocolate chip pancakes with some chocolate chip something else. I'm like, oh, look at them.
Oh, I've never had chocolate chip pancakes.
They're
really
wonderful.
good.
Oh my gosh, that sounds good.
So now they're having themed dinners for these lives, Randall.
Oh no, that's wonderful. What a great idea.
We're gonna have a themed dinner.
Yeah.
Kathy, that actually the little white thing above the red cornucopia, it's the drawing of a bird he's putting in
Oh
there.
yes, that's going to be a bird. I will probably look up some birds before I complete it, just to see what type of a bird. You know, I don't know if it's going to be a small bird, something probably more like a wren or something like that. But I want it to be fairly realistic looking. And so I'm going to look up some birds before I finish drawing that in.
I think probably chocolate chip pancakes I like regular pancakes, but the chocolate chip pancakes are some of my favorites too, especially when them chocolate chips like melt within the pancakes. Oh,
yes. I did grab 2 chocolate chips right before I came down to this live. I was going by. I got a little bag of them. And for me, it's Ghirardelli chocolate chips. I love them.
oh,
Yeah.
Grab a couple, let them melt in your mouth, and get that good chocolatey flavor.
Yep. Those are the best.
Ghirardelli. Oh, those are some of the best. Honestly, the only chocolate that I like better than Ghirardelli, and I have a hard time finding it as much now, is Godiva.
Oh, yeah, that's good too.
Godiva chocolate. Oh,
Does Godiva make chocolate chips though?
I don't.
I wish they did.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Now I have taken some Godiva chocolates and crushed them up and made my own chocolate chip cookies.
Whatever works.
Mm-hmm. It seems like at the end of all these lives, each time it's kind of like, I'm hungry for some reason. We always go back.
I
to
know.
food
We
somewhere.
do that every time, don't we? Every
it be-
single.
Could it have something to do with the fact that I draw a lot of food?
Yeah, there's always food and there's always chocolate chip cookies sitting there staring at us because the
Yes.
draglings are all like, well, we got to have our cookies.
Yes. Yes.
Katie's like, okay, good night. I'm starving. Oh, Deborah makes chocolate chip banana bread.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
I love chocolate chip banana bread.
I've been
Oh.
missing what?
I don't think I've ever had that.
No, me neither.
Oh, I had a mom at my school that made it, and every Thanksgiving or whatever, she'd bring it for us, and I'd be like, oh, chocolate chip banana bread.
Oh, and Sarah Ann, she likes eating dark chocolate chips with peanut butter filled pretzels. Do you like dip the pretzels in the chocolate in the?
You know, I wonder if we could get some food sponsors for this thing.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? Be like, hey, Heinz, Duncan, Toll
Really?
House. Who else does the Chips Ahoy? You know what? Just for fun, I might reach out to them. I know what's the worst they can say is no, right?
We get to the end of the Randal Spangler event and go, I don't know what happened. I started this Randal Spangler event and gained 10 pounds. What happened here? I don't get it.
What I'm doing now, I've gone to a dark, this is indigo blue, a dark blue. I like to use that to kind of add the darker shading areas. And you can see I'm just kind of moving all over the place. But you can kind of see their faces are starting to be more defined than they were when we first started this. It's a subtle thing, but it keeps building and building. And this is what I also use to put the scales on the dragon. So I'm going to start drawing in some scales here.
Those are some of my favorite things to diamond paint are the scales because DAC does such a good job. They usually somewhere in those scales, they put ABs or berry dust and just make them scales look so good.
It just always amazes me the detail they're able to get because, they're taking a piece with curves and everything and pixelating it, but they just really make it work.
Jana asked a question. She says, I know it's food related, but will Randal add any marbles?
Ooh.
I did not think of putting marbles in this one. I forget all these things. I probably should have a whole list of things to put in my artwork.
Why you need this group when you're doing your art? They don't forget anything.
I do. Yeah, I'm not
you.
sure where I would put a marble because I want to put a piece of cheese over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, this just shows you how much
But that
people
would have been
love
good.
your paintings and how much they pay attention to all the little details that you have added as part of the story. Like most of us, we love the story of the Draglings and where they come from and everything.
So.
Oh, Kate is actually working on Dragon in the Morning dragon scales right now.
Oh.
With ABs.
That's a great one.
Oh my God. The look on that Dragling's face is just classic. I'm like, that is me in the morning with no coffee. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just love the expression on that Dragling's face.
Oh, Stacy, Ghirardelli cacao when you make ice cream. Now see that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And her hubby gets her Godiva every year. That's a good hubby. Mm-hmm.
All right, we can have the Randal Spangler event now. I'm kitted up. Just saying.
Oh, Randal, you'll love this. Julie says her sister and her were diamond painting and they were talking about colors. And she told her the 900s were Dragling green.
Oh, okay. I don't know my diamond colors, but cool.
I will be back in 1 second. I need to go get a cover minder. I'll be right back.
Okay. Natty, so marbles, do you want to tell them what the marbles in your stories represent, or in
Oh, sure.
your
Sure.
world?
Well, the Draglings, I kind of go back to the Draglings. They come from a place I call Ohmlandia, Ohmlandia. And in their world, well, they pass from their world into our world through mirrors, especially old. They like old mirrors, ones with kind of spots on it and stuff like that, maybe in attics or something. And there's no chocolate in Ohmlandia. So they pass through mirrors into our world because the smells come through the cookies, and they get into the cookie jars, and they get into the chocolate. And that's why, if you have cookie jars that kind of suddenly are emptier than you thought they should, it's probably the Draglings been there. But in their world, in Ohmlandia, marbles, glass blowers blow marbles, and they're multicolored and they're beautiful, and they love them so much they use them kind of like money, kind of like coins. So what they do when they come in to get cookies, they bring a little bag full of marbles with them, and they'll leave marbles laying around on the counter in various places when they take cookies. And that's kind of where the marbles come in.
See, I just love the stories of them.
Okay, so you can see I'm getting the scales. Now, after I draw the scales in and outline them like this, I will then go in probably with some white paint mixed with a little bit of color, a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow, and I will go along and on each scale do a little highlight. That'll kind of make the scales give a little more roundness to the shape of the arms and the body of the dragon, and kind of a little highlight along the edge of the Draglings.
See, I think the highlights are some of my favorites too.
I think what I'm going to do, since we are getting closer to the end here, I'm going to try to do
All right. I found my Season of Spangler cover reminder. It's a chocolate chip cookie ornament, but you know what? This is also a Season of Spangler, so I can use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cover minder. Oh, you want me to put you on so we can see your cover minder?
It's the Season of Spangler from Crashly for Season of Spangler. I'm just thinking every event is the Season of Spangler, so it's fine.
That is true. It's always Spangler time.
Tis the season.
So
this is why
a little bit of white here with a little bit of green to kind of get a little bit of highlight here. And it goes on a little brighter than it ends up, because the paper will soak up the water and the paint. It'll dull itself down just a little bit. If it dulls too much, I go back over it and brighten it up again. But you can see how all of a sudden it starts highlighting the back edge of the dragon, and kind of makes him stand out from the background.
Oh, you just inspired someone, Randall. Victoria said that just gave her the idea of putting a mirror on her Spangler wall. She has a Spangler wall with putting a mirror there.
Oh, absolutely. That would be a great addition. Yes. And they love books too. So a few old books, especially old books laying around, that would be good too.
See, I want to have a whole Spangler room, but I gotta have a place where I can do a Spangler room. Now, is that the white that you're putting on there?
I mixed white with a little bit of yellow and a little bit of green. So it has a very kind of greenish, slightly green tint to it. It's just enough to give this area, the top edges of things, a little bit of highlight. And you can see where I had put the paint on there just a couple minutes ago, that it's kind of dulling down a bit. It kind of soaks into the paper, but yet it is more highlighted than it was before I put the paint on.
Thank you, Diamonds Around the World. God, I did not realize that we're now down to 4 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Oh, I'm Brandy. I'm a terrible collaborator. I have not been watching that time. I was just so excited. I was all kitted up and I'm laying drills down on the Spangler. I'm so excited and totally messed up the time.
Okay, well, Carra, I'm giving away. I'm fixing to go get before I put myself back on and you on. What do you think would be the best way of giving away this pre-painting? Like I said, I'm hoping it will be for someone who either doesn't have a Spangler or, you know, doesn't have many Spanglers to be able to do the event. But I don't know the best way to do this. What do you think?
What I would do is I would have people send you a Facebook message if they don't have a Spangler and they're on their honor. It's the honor system, and people are normally really good about this. If you have a Spangler that you can work on for the event, please don't enter this. We want to give it to somebody that doesn't have one and wouldn't be able to otherwise participate. Are you okay with them contacting you? Do you want them to contact me? If I can help you in that way, that's fine. And then maybe what's the date today? The 30th. So why don't we say by Thursday or Wednesday? What do you want for the deadline to be for them to contact?
I say probably by Thursday.
Okay, I have a better idea.
Okay.
Now that we're tossing around this stuff, why don't we do this? And guys in the chat, spread the word with your friends, okay? We depend on you to spread the good word, and we know that you can because things spread like wildfire in the diamond painting world, and it's because of you great people. So why don't we do this? Why don't we put an announcement in the Draglings and Books Facebook group? And it will be an announcement, and then people can comment under that announcement if they would like to be considered for a Randal Spangler for the event. And why don't we make it Wednesday? Let's make it fairly quick so we can get them their Spangler so they can get started on it, because we don't have to have a new start and we don't have to have a finish. So even if you get it a little bit later, it's going to be okay. By Wednesday, let's say Wednesday at 10 o'clock p.m. Central. And people will comment on that announcement. I can get that announcement up tonight in the Draglings and Books group. And we'll just say, if you don't have a Randal Spangler painting to participate in the event, we've got one for you. And you can comment. And then on Wednesday at 10 o'clock, I'll shut off comments. And then you and I can draw on Thursday morning and we'll send it out. What do you think of that?
Because what I'm doing is, and guys, you have to know how much I love you guys, and how much I love this event and wanting to do this, because I got sent 2 paintings, and both paintings are discontinued, and both paintings are ones that I do not own. And so I'm like, but they were sent to me to give away for the event. So
can we brag on the person that sent them, or do they want to be anonymous?
I don't think that this one wanted to be anonymous. I don't think she ever said that she wanted to be anonymous.
We're so appreciative of this person. She's like a huge cheerleader in the diamond painting world. She is very loved. We absolutely adore her. Go ahead. It's your show, Brandy. You tell.
So Debbie Rice was I love her to death. And like I said, the 2, and so the one I'm actually giving away for the pre-event, I guess you'd call it, is once again one I do not have, but it is Zoom.
I love that one. I got that one immediately. I love that one.
It is a 64 by 51 centimeter, and it is a round. And I just thought, we've got people out there that would like to participate in a Randal Spangler, and they don't have one, or there's ones that they're fast diamond painters, but they only have one of these small Amazon ones, and they're like, well, and I'll be finished with that within week 1, and I don't have any others. But she sent me this one, and then the other one is, and this one's going to be real hard to give away, but I'll be giving this away during probably the grand finale. is, I think it's called Midnight Bath.
Yes. The tall one.
The really tall one. It's in the bathtub, and you got the big old window.
Yeah.
Moonlight bath.
Moonlight bath.
Bath.
Yes.
I don't know
There
why I
you
said midnight. Moonlight bath. So I have those two, and then I also have one where we're going to give away probably in one of the weeks. I don't know which one. I have Couch Dragon.
Oh,
Uh,
that one.
So yeah, I have those, but I just wanted, that's a great idea. So we will, Carra will put up the post so if you've got friends that are like, you know what, you're working on a Spangler, I don't have a Spangler, tell them, join the group, get in on the post. Now, please, unfortunately, I'm saying this right now because I have had to decline some people from the group. If you do not answer the questions and agree to the group rules, you will not be admitted into the group. So I've usually been declining them with feedback that says, there's an issue with the questions. So if you have tried to join the Draglings and Books Facebook page and you have been declined, it's probably because you did not answer the questions. You got to answer the questions
Right.
that, yes, you understand that this is a group that is dedicated to Randal Spangler's art. And then when it says, do you agree to the group rules? You have to say yes, or I agree.
Yes.
Okay,
right.
so let me address this real quick before we have to go. Okay, the start thread, and we've had some people that are, I guess, confused about this, and I understand, but here's the deal. In this first week, there are going to be two separate threads. There's going to be a start thread. It's going to say, put start photo here. Okay. That is the start thread that will go throughout the entire event. Then a second post will be put up that says week 1 progress. Okay. So your start photo goes in the start post.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have until Sunday. You have until Sunday, the 6th at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time to get a progress picture put into where it says week 1 progress. Okay. And so those posts will go up tomorrow because tomorrow is the first of the event. Okay. So tomorrow, who knows? I may even stay up till midnight tonight, and at midnight 12:01, I'm sorry, midnight 01, like that's a thing. 12:01 and put the post up. So it's not up yet, but it will be up literally as we start tomorrow, which is July 1st.
And I will get the post up for anyone wanting to enter the drawing for the pre-event Spangler right after this live. So look for it tonight. It'll be up tonight. I'll get it up tonight so people can start commenting. And again, please only comment if you would like to participate and do not have a Spangler. And again, if you know somebody that's mentioned to you, hey, oh man, I wish I could participate, I just don't have the Randal Spangler, they have a chance then if they comment by, just, I don't have a Spangler, that's fine. And we will message them on Facebook and let them know if they won or not. Now, if people don't have Facebook, they can send us an email. They can either send Brandy an email at mysteryofdiamonds@gmail.com or the principalpainter@gmail.com, and we will enter you into the drawing. We will shut down comments this Wednesday, the 2nd of June at 10 p.m. Central. And then we'll draw Thursday morning and let the person know that won the painting, and we'll get it sent right to them.
2nd of July. So July 2nd.
Wednesday. Mm-hmm.
That's Wednesday. Okay. So, but yeah, I just wanted to, since Debbie was sweet enough to send those, I just wanted to try to give to people because as I've stated, Carra and I, all we want is Randal's work out there and Randal, people loving on his work because that makes us happy. So
one thing I forgot to mention, if everyone's still with us, the grand prize for this, I will be doing a small original, and we'll do a drawing. The very last grand prize after the other big grand prize will be an original drawing, all framed up and signed by me, a one-of-a-kind piece, and I'll be sending
That's amazing.
Forgot to mention that. And hi to Leslie and Emily real quick. I forgot.
Hello.
yes, Leslie and Emily. Woo! So no, Connie, we do not have a word that you have to post with it. You know, that's kind of, now we will say, if you have joined this event or you're wanting to join this event and you have not filled out the registration form, we would greatly appreciate it. It just makes getting things to people more expedient. Well, I can't believe it. Just it flies by. Randal, every time we have you on, it's just like before we know it, it's like
it does.
It's done. It's over. But we're just getting started. So, you know, we have all the weeks of July each Monday, and then just FYI, because July 31st is on a Thursday, so our grand prize grand finale will be August the 4th on that Monday. So, you know, make sure that, you know, if something happens and you're asleep and you can't make the live, you know, there's always watch the replay and everything. So we just are so grateful. I'm grateful to my bestie for always trying to keep my head above water.
Well, I'm grateful to you for just taking me along for the ride. So thank you. I'm very grateful to be a part of this. This is exciting and fun. And I just, I love getting to spend time with Randal.
Wouldn't happen without you two. So.
And Randal, I'm so grateful that you always agree to, you know, take time out of your schedule and be here with us on the live and just share your artwork with us and and bring us into your world. So we greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us. And I hope that y'all are ready to come along with Draglings and Books in this July. We start tomorrow, guys. We start tomorrow and get our Draglings and our Randals and cats and dogs and oh my, everything that you
have a great 4th of July holiday.
Yes.
Have a safe 4th of July holiday.
Absolutely.
Nobody be out there with fireworks in your hands, okay? No releasing stuff with your hands. Put them in a can.
Yeah.
Put them far away. Don't put them in, you know, just be safe. Be safe. We all want you to be able to diamond paint. So, and just have fun. But y'all be safe. Thank y'all all so much for coming and joining us and hanging out with us. We greatly appreciate all the love and support that everybody that we have in the community. All right. So I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars. Grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.